Alright, welcome to another replay analysis for JakeAndBake. I believe he's a Gold 1 player. Still relatively new to the game, so he just wants a little help on some of his decisions he makes in game. And let's get right into it. Very basic face-off, you can tell. He's only a Gold 1, so I'm not really looking for flips or anything like that. That was actually really good that he got up there for that, at least getting a touch. Alright, so right here, I know your mechanics aren't going to be that great because you're still newer, and this is a very awkward ball for you because it's straight up, and those are very difficult until you put in a lot of time in training to learn these. But you see your teammate go up right here. So what I would do in this situation is actually kind of rotate back a little bit away from the play. Like, I would be outside of this blue box at least. I would actually be somewhere like probably like right here to wait for this ball, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to spit out, and at a low level, if you just wait, that's the easiest way to climb out, is to just let everybody scramble and then you come in and clean up afterwards. But you see how it's like directly above you? That's really awkward. That's a hard shot. You actually did really good to make contact there and get a shot on goal, but unfortunately it was saved. They actually almost own goal. But yeah, let's continue. Okay, very good idea to start. It was very good to go for this play right here. It's a very good idea to like kind of tip the ball towards the wall because you're low on boost and you want to slow the defense down to give your teammate time to get back to net. And you did good with that touch right there. But what you should have did after was keep going backwards and go grab your own corner boost. Keep retreating. You're essentially just slowing the play down and then wait for another opportunity to challenge. You're challenging this early when your teammate hasn't fully recovered. You can see him over there. He hasn't fully rotated yet, and you're last man back. So this is a very, very risky challenge in this situation. So you should just dumped it into the wall and then continued all the way back to your own net and grab corner boost on your way back. Instead, you go for this challenge here, which is really hard. Fortunately, your teammate did get back in time, so that's really good. And also, one last thing about this play, when you rotate out of this, you actually want to not rotate directly under the ball. You want to rotate to far post when you rotate back. So you actually want to go this way and grab these welfares. You want to come in behind your teammate. You could probably grab this one and this one, and that one will probably spawn, and then this one. And then you come all the way back to right here. So that way you'll be in a position for after he makes his touch. So, and you want to use your flips to get up to speed because you have no boost now. You're out of the play. So yeah, you want to grab this one, this one, this one, this one, whatever. Just to get back to your back post. Alright, let's continue. So instead you took your boost off your teammate right there, which means now he has no boost and he's out of the play. So you're forced to make this challenge. Instead, you could have got the welfares and probably got like 50 boost from that, and you would have been all right. And you would have been able to support him, and then you could have grabbed that boost after you guys already are out of the zone. Good job going to net here. Okay, so you did just get demoed. So you got to watch out for this kind of play. So you see that guy coming for you right here? You have two options. You can quickly use your e-brake and turn and go straight for the guy who has the ball to get around him. Like, really easy to dodge him because he's driving straight at you. You could have just went to his left and got right in the play and got right in that guy's face and challenged him and probably would have got a free goal out of it. Or you could wait for him to get to you and you could jump over him. So just pay attention. Make sure you watch your opponents. Don't get too distracted by the ball. Nothing bad happened, so it's okay. Good job to rotate. Little too much e-brake. So you want to be really careful when you're using your e-brake to get into position. It's a very good thing to practice, and it's good to use your e-brake in this situation, but you just turned a little bit too much, so you got to be careful. So you want to line up to point your nose directly at the ball, like right here. That's when you want to stop. That puts you in a really powerful position to make a play, and you always want your car in a powerful position facing the ball. So instead you went a little too much. So if your teammate doesn't hit the ball right there, you probably would have got scored on. But thankfully, you guys did not. That was just some unfortunate side flip right there. Good dribble. Nice flick, but a good save. Good job keeping the pressure on. Very good challenge on the wall. That was also a good challenge. Yes, you were last man back, but you saw that you could beat that guy to the ball. Hit the ball too far from his car, and that's what you want to look out for, especially when you're last man back. You don't want to dive in if they have full control of the ball. But when they hit it like that, and it goes too far in front of them, by all means, go for that hustle, get there as fast as you can, and you beat him to that ball, that guy's out of the play. Unfortunately, you just messed up on your dribble, but it happens. Okay, so right here, you're not really going to run into a lot of issues positioning like this at this level, which I believe is gold, around gold level. These guys really aren't going to get a nice shot on net from here. But as you get up in the ranks, you're going to actually, people are going to be able to hit angles from here very easily and consistently. So you actually want to start positioning here. Like middle of the net, so that way you can go forward or backwards if it's really far. If it's a really sharp angle and they hit it towards back post, you'll be able to get it while driving backwards to justify you parking in the middle of the net instead of parking back here. But like I said, this is a lower rank, so you're not really going to see players really do too much in the corners, as opposed to what it would be like at a rank like mine, around like Champ 3 level. But yeah, just keep it in mind that in the future, as you get up ranks, you're going to want to start rotating all the way to your net and not to your corner. Especially if your teammate's already in your corner, that's when you want to go to net. If there's no one there and your teammate's behind you, then yeah, you want to stay in the corner. But you want one player in net. Very good to wait this out. Except you creeped up just a little bit too far right here. So the farthest I would have went is to that boost pad. That's this boost pad. That's as far as I would have went. Like towards the play. See, when you get this close, if that guy gets a touch, that's over your head. If he gets a decent touch. He does get a very bad touch, but like I said, this is gold level. Once you get higher up in the ranks, people are going to start hitting that really hard, and you're not going to have any type of chance of getting, and that's just going to be a free goal for them in most cases. Yeah, just try to stay a little bit away from the play, because if you were back by that boost pad and he hit it like that, you would have been able to go around the ball and take a shot on net, because he hit it so lightly. That was a good idea to try to get the challenge. But again, you want to rotate behind your teammate. Same as last time, you want to come around from the center and in. Boost, don't worry about boost. Ball is more important, obviously, and positioning is more important. You could have got a couple welfares on the way back, which would have been plenty of boost to last you to make a play if you had to. And you ended up grabbing both back boosts the way you rotated, so now your teammate has nothing again. It's hard to set up an offensive play if you're the only one on your team with boost. Very good job getting challenged. Unfortunately, you landed on that boost again. Alright, that was good. Good job waiting it out and rotating. But again, you took the boost. You want to rotate around. So you kind of want to do it like you're playing on a clock, right? Or like you're positioning in hockey. Use hockey positioning because it is very similar to Rocket League. So as soon as you make like a play on the ball in the corner for like your first touch, like, okay, look, you made that play right there, right? Now, as soon as you make that touch, you actually just want to go grab that welfare, grab this one, and grab this one, and come right back into net. So you want to rotate in circles, essentially. You want to attack in waves. Because, see, he's behind you. He's ready for that next touch. So you leave the ball for him. You rotate around in a circle, get back in position here. He makes a play. Then you come in and follow up his touch, and he will rotate around, and you'll keep going in circles until something happens. So just be mindful that you want to rotate in circles. It's like instead you stay here and now you're directly under the ball in a really awkward spot and your teammate's on the wall. If they get a good touch here, it's going to be a wide open net because none of you guys are in a position to defend it. So look, you make this touch here and then he hits it and you followed the ball. Look at you. You followed the ball back into your own corner and ended up picking that boost again. So your teammate hasn't had boost hardly at all throughout this whole exchange. So like I said, instead of coming back into your own corner, after you make that touch, grab this, grab that, grab this, and come in a circle. And look, he's already back and ready again. So if you come in a circle, he makes that play, and then you're behind him. If he wins this 50, and you came back in a circle, you'll be able to come up the middle of the field, and he'll come up the side, and you'll have a nice spread out formation for 2v2 offense. But let's keep going. See, he did end up getting a good touch. So if you would have rotated in a circle, you would have been, and you saw that touch, and you were in the right position from rotating in circles, you'd have probably been right here right now. Right at center field. And you would have been nice, easy play because it's over that guy's head. You would have had a wide open net to shoot at. So literally positioning and rotating, you'll win games really easily, especially against lower ranked players. It's good that's still winning though. It was over him. So very nice, very nice. Very typical boost pickup. And the ball came right to you. I don't know what way your teammate went. Oh, he went up the middle grabbing welfares, okay. Very good challenge in the corner. Another very good challenge, keeping pressure. You had the right idea there. I like to see that. So you saw he hit the ball hard again. You're really good at seeing that. He hit the ball too far in front of him, so you tried to scoot up to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just a little too fast for you to make it. But as you get better mechanically, which mechanics will come over time as you keep playing, you will be able to make this play. Very good job waiting it out. Good bump by your teammate. Good, good, good job waiting that out. Nice hard hit. That's another thing, and that's what I like to see. So at lower rank, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and sometimes even diamond at most cases. If you hit the ball high and hard at their net to force them to get up to make the play on it, a lot of times, especially in the lower ranks, you're going to score because they're not going to be able to hit that ball. Because aerialing with your camera being backwards and having your controls opposite is really difficult, especially to newer players. So a lot of times they're going to whiff and you're going to score. But you can even score like that in diamond because people whiff those. Shit, I see it all the time at Champ 3. People still whiff those. Literally hitting the ball high and hard towards their goal is a really good way to generate offense until you get to a higher level. Because if you hit the backboard, it'll go to your teammate, and if it's on net, most of the time you're going to score, especially at goal, as you've seen right there. Very good challenge. Keep pressure. It's unfortunate that you double jump there. I'm going to assume it's an accident. But yeah, you should have front flipped to gain speed. Possibly got a demo on him. If not, you could have still rounded around and got the boost like you did. Very good idea taking their boost. Good flip to keep momentum to get back. And you know what? This is something... This play right here, I see people at my rank make mistakes on this. And it's due to being higher mechanically inclined than you are. But players at my level will jump off this wall, boost towards the ground, and then wave dash. That is wave dashing for no reason. And it's actually less efficient to wave dash off of this wall because you're boosting down. So you're losing some of your forward momentum while you're going down. So you're actually not getting back as fast. So what I would like to see players at my level do more efficiently is actually do what you did here. Just flip off of the wall and then land on all four wheels. And if you use a little bit of boost here, but I think you're already supersonic, so you don't really need it. Yeah, you're already supersonic. But if you weren't supersonic, just flipping off that wall and then using boost to keep yourself in that straight line towards net is more efficient than jumping off the wall and wave dashing. So, just a little tip for you higher ranked players out there that watch this. Okay, so you rotated properly there. You went behind your teammate. Unfortunately, you actually went towards this ball a little bit. I actually didn't notice that at first. So let's slow this down. So you want to go right to net here. Your teammate is actually going towards the corner. So you want to go to near post right now. You don't want to turn towards that ball at all. You want to turn towards where that ball is going to be going. So it's a little ball chasey when you turn towards this ball right here. Because this guy, and you even heard him jump, if you hear him jump on your headset, that's a good indicator to go here. Because you know he's coming up for this ball. And if you would have came right here, you would have been in a really good position to make this save. But instead, you turn towards the ball a little right here. And he was already there to make the play. So now you're actually delayed in this play. And you're putting all this pressure on your teammate for going directly towards the ball. If you would have went to the net where I told you, you would have been able to turn around and get a nice, easy clear back into your corner right here. But although you made that mistake, you made up for it with this rotation. You rotated to far post, which is really, really good. Because now you can cover this whole front of your net. The reason why you want to be facing this way is because you can go forward a lot faster than you can go backwards in quick succession. But unfortunately, you drifted a little far into the net. As you can see here, you drove way too far up. I would have stopped about right here, because then you would have been able to make a play on the ball. You went a little too far forward, and so he put it behind you, and it was really awkward, and it's a hard thing to save. But if you would have just came into far post and just stopped here, you would have been able to make this save no problem. But yeah, so just be careful, especially when you're coming to net. You want more space in front of you than behind you. And you do not want to creep forward. If you creep forward, they're just going to put it behind you. And then it's going to make it really hard, if not impossible, to make the save. Again, another standard kickoff, nothing wrong with that. So what I want to see you start doing after you go for these kickoffs, after you make this touch right here, as soon as you grab this little boost pad right here, you're using your boost, but as soon as it's up right here, you need to front flip. If you front flip, you're going to have a lot more momentum going forward, because front flips do speed you up. You can go supersonic by only using front flips, in case you didn't know that already. So if you would have used a front flip, you would have got here in about half the time as it took you for this one. And you turn ball cam on right here, which is good to see where the ball is. But you also see your teammate got a hit on the ball. So you actually want to rotate the other way. You want to turn to your left, not to your right. So you rotated the long way. Not really a big deal at this level, but just for future reference, when you get higher up and the play gets faster, you want to be rotating towards the play, not away from him. On offense, not on defense. You could have shot that. You could have went for a shot right here. I would have liked to have seen a shot right here, but you might not have been able to get a shot, or you might not have been comfortable with taking a shot. So this is the next best thing, is to just hit it into the corner to apply pressure. So I do like to see that. And you made another play on the ball, which is nice. And that's a good thing. You hit it high and hard. Unfortunately, your teammate was just too close to the play. He should have rotated back towards midfield, especially in twos. Unfortunately, you missed that play right there. I wouldn't have even went for this ball. As soon as I saw him jump, as soon as I saw that he was going to make a play on this, I would have went straight back. I would have grabbed this boost pad, this boost pad, this boost pad, and I would have just waited it out with ball cam on, seeing what's happening. You can use this little white line with ball cam on to kind of guide yourself on where these boost pads are. That's why these lines are here. So that way you can know where you're at positionally and still have ball cam on. But yeah, I would have rotated out of this play a lot faster, because you know they're going to make a touch, especially dimmers. You see he's facing the ball. He's ready to go. Good thing he missed, because if he didn't, it probably would have been a goal for them. But now you also went for it, and now you're really out of position because you jumped. So if you would have just continued back to net and then waited this out, you could have got a nice easy save instead of leaving the net wide open. So just be mindful of when you should and should not challenge. That's an experience thing. Just make mental notes when you're playing, like, oh, I got scored on, why did I? You know, because this could have been 100% prevented. This is a preventable mistake. Some mistakes are inevitable and some are preventable. But this one was a preventable mistake, because you could have got back if you didn't go for that ball. You didn't have to go for that ball because they were all the way across the field from you. You would have had plenty of time to get back if you shot it. You would have been able to catch the ball. So the only time you want to go for, like, I want to say like a panic pre-jump block is if it's close to your net and your end. then you would want to try to cut that off. But if you're all the way in their end, there's really no harm. There's very low risk. You should have just went back. Okay, that was good. Typical boost play again, except my only, and this is a minor gripe, is once you line up with this boost pad, like the boost that you're going for, you want to turn ball cam back on and just drive in a straight line. Because the longer it's off, the longer you don't know what's happening in the play behind you. Or, on the contrary, instead of turning your ball cam on, you can use your right stick, click it in, and use your rear view camera to see what's going on. Either or is fine. Very good aerial, very good touch, very good shot on net. Very nice. Very good touch. That was a really smart decision going for their boost. But again, you're rotating to the same side as the ball. You want to rotate always towards, especially on your way back. After you grab that, you actually want to be approaching the boost. It was good because of your momentum to go for this boost, which is what I like to see, because you did get put like right here after the face-off. So it was good to get their boost. Feeling your teammate would have this, and it's pretty much a one-on-one situation. Your teammate definitely has a nice, easy play on this ball. So it's good to go for this, but you want to actually approach it from the left, grab it, and come back around towards the middle of the field. You want to be back checking through the middle, just like hockey. Go up the wing, come back through the middle. Like I said, in circles. So you would have been able to get behind your teammate in case anything crazy happens. You don't want to rotate towards him. That can confuse him. Because like he could think, oh, I'm going to go for a touch, or you're going to go for a touch. It could be very confusing. Good job on the save, though. You had the right idea. You waited for it. Unfortunately, you just couldn't get there. Very good staying in net. Very good. Waiting for the play to draw out. That's good. That's what I like to see. Take your time with it. It's a nice try. You set it up. Okay, you don't want to be jumping for this, though. So, essentially what you want to do is, after you get this play right here, you actually want to rotate out. You want to get out of there. Let your teammate take this shot. Let your teammate go for this ball, because he has a much better angle than you. As you can see, it's directly above you. That's really awkward. You do not want to be going for this. You want to let your teammate have all that. Just have faith in him. And you're winning, so there's no reason. Because you know, because of his positioning, that he's going to go for this. So if you go, that's a double commit. You don't want to double commit on a shot when you're already up by one. I could see you going for this if you were down by one, and it was like, you know, close to the end of the game like this, and it's just like all out, like we got to score or we're losing. Either lose by one or lose by two situation. I could see why you would go, but right now you're up by one, so you should just rotate out, come grab this boost, and just keep on moving back and get behind your teammate, get back into play. You know, wait that out. So like grab this boost to steal it off the enemy team, and then like come back through center, you know, and just kind of wait it out, see what happens, instead of jumping for this. Jumping for this is really risky when you're already up by one. Good job coming back through the middle, though. Unfortunately, you drove off the post. It happens sometimes, but just be mindful to pay attention, because see, it did mess you up, and it cost you a goal right here. So just be mindful of your positioning, of where your car is. You see the thick white lines that you just passed, that your car is even with right now, that go all the way up the side of the field. That's where your posts are. So if you see that white line, you definitely want to cut to the right here. So that way you know that you don't hit the post. As you can see, the white line comes all the way down. Unfortunately, you did go up on the post, and you got caught up in the back, and they got a goal for it. But it happens. Just try to avoid it. Try to just be aware of your position at all times. Oof. A little Phil's backflip man right there, but hit the crossbar, no harm done. So I wouldn't be going for this either. Especially now, it's a tie game. I would have just let that go. Same situation as last time. See, that was good. As soon as you lined up with the boost, you turned your ball cam back on. And it was good to go for this, thinking that you would get there in time. It is a risky challenge, again. But it did look like you could have beat him. You probably could have beat him if you were just a little bit faster. If, say, good job using your flips and your boost to get there. Say if you would have boosted throughout this turn, you would have really beat him there. But instead of going for a risky play like this, just retreat to your net. Play it safe, especially when the game's tied, rather than being aggressive in this situation. Because if you would have just went back, you know, into your net, you would have been able to defend this oncoming shot right here. But it missed, and nothing really came of it. So let's continue. Good job leaving the play for your teammate. Leaving the boost for him. Very nice cut. And very nice shot by your teammate. And that would be the end of this game. It was very fun to watch. Let me know what you think. And yeah, make sure you watch it, and watch it a couple times if you have to.